there, lovely.
Your son has taken refuge with the Dalish.
What? But he is human. They did not even wish me to raise him among them. But they do value magic more than the men of Kirkwall. Perhaps he can have both safety and freedom. As I said, I have little money, but this is a Dalish ring that has been in my family for generations. Please accept it with my thanks.
Hoping for the best. Thank you for asking.
I didn't think you'd come. I'll find something relatively clean for you to sit on. Can I get you something to eat or drink? I have water.
I came here to see you, Merrill. You don't have to fuss over me.
You're so kind. My first guest, and I'm already a terrible host. I wanted to thank you for bringing me here, but I'm making a mess of it.
I'm not sure this was a kindness.
It's not pretty, but this is where I need to be. I haven't exactly had many friends. Not even among my own clan. This is tricky.
It won't take long before you're the most popular girl in the alienage.
Mythol, I hope not. I'd managed to say something stupid in front of everyone and embarrass myself. Thank you for coming to visit me, Hawke. It means a lot to me.
What were you before you were a pirate?
I had a husband. He didn't beat me. That's about the best I can say about it.
So you left him?
He was murdered by my lover. It was all very Antiva.
Oh. I don't think I'd like to live in Antiva.
Last one to strike buys the drinks.
There's the dead drop.
I think that's the last.
Hopefully the Wardens will appreciate this.
Hey, didn't you work with the Red Iron?
Maker turn his gaze on you, child.
What am I, your servant? There's a letter for you on the desk.
I've never met a dwarf before.
That's because you've spent too much time frolicking in the woods, Daisy. Dwarves don't frolic.
Dalish don't really frolic either. Not in the woods, anyway.
You have sanctioned frolicking areas?
No, just not in the woods. The trees get jealous.
But you do frolic.
Of course we do. We wouldn't be elves otherwise.
Keep walking, dog.
The chantry is so tall. How do you suppose they take all those banners down to clean them?
Your family can rest now. Their killers are gone.
Excuse me, who are... My post to the Chanter's Board? Did Her Grace let that stay? I thought for sure no one even read, but you say you've killed them. You have my eternal gratitude, Sirrah. It is comforting to think my parents might now rest easily in their graves.
Who are you exactly?
I am Sebastian Vale, Prince of Starkhaven. Her Grace might prefer I introduce myself as a brother in the Chantry, but I could not stay after what happened to my family.
Why didn't your family's enemies hunt you down as well?
That's why I took the offensive. Thanks to you, those Flint Company assassins are no longer a danger. I'm the last of my line. Unless I survive, my family will have no justice.
Who sent these mercenaries?
My family has ruled Starkhaven for 6 generations. We have enemies, but none who would identify themselves openly. A distant cousin of mine is claiming rulership now, but he is a bit simple. He can be no more than a pawn in this plot.
Surely you have a guess as to who was behind it.
My parents were always prudent in how they handled our nobles. They did not allow rivalries or resentments to flourish. The attack must have come from outside. Kirkwall is our largest trading partner. I came back here to find support for my claim, and perhaps for a clue as to who is behind this foul deed.
I hope their deaths bring you peace.
Thank you. More than I can say. I truly did not expect anyone but me to take up this cause. Consider this in advance. When I have secured my lands again, you will be paid royally. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must meet with the Viscount and petition him for aid to a fellow city.
You remind me of Harin Pyvelvarik, only younger and shorter, and not as serious.
So, it's a close resemblance then.
Well, he tells stories, and you tell stories. Although none of his begin, "No shit, there I was."
I'll have to give him some better stories then.
dwarves had beards. Where's yours?
I misplaced it, along with my sense of dwarven pride and my gold-plated noble cast pin.
I thought maybe it fell onto your chest.
Oh, the broody elf tells a joke.
I don't brood.
Friend, if your brooding were any more impressive, women would swoon as you passed. They'd have broody babies in your honor.
You're a very odd dwarf.
Then you thought I was joking about the pin.
Let me pass. I have business with the dwarf Javaris and your Arishok.
The short mouth, yes. Enter if you must, Basra.
Ah, my right hand arrives. Summon your Arishok. The bargain is done. About time you showed. I've been here for hours.
Ari Shokost, Maras Shokra, Anan Isamkun.
The Kyun from an elf? The madness of this place.
Friend of yours?
Friend of no one.
Yes, well, that said, I'm here to report that your hated Talvishoth were felled, one and all, right? Yes, they were. So, I'm ready to open negotiations for the explosive powder, as we agreed.
No.
He's not getting it. Make your chatty elf say something.
Any insight that would help?
Kunari do not abandon a debt. I humbly request clarification from the Arishok.
I have a growing lack of disgust for you. The dwarf imagined the deal for the Gatlock. He invented a task to prove his worth when he has none.
Then we have wrongly inserted ourselves in your affairs. Would you have us kill this dwarf?
Wait, what now?
If you face Talvishoth, he is not worthy of dying to you, as he was not worthy of dying to them. But you keep good company. Let him live, and leave.
You may want to take this opportunity to go.
But he has to sell. It's a product. People want it.
There is no profit in empowering those not of the Kyun. The means of creating the Gatlock is ours alone. It shall be dispensed only to our enemies, in the traditional manner.
You are a frustrating people. And you're fired. Sodding bunch of oxmen and doglords. A whole lot breathing smoke. Pah.
You will leave as well, human. There's no more coin for you here.
Make a gentle gaze on your child. Look at all the elves.
You're Ferelden, aren't you? Seems like there's more here than in general.
Be careful!
I think that's enough of that.
Lord Heremont, what do we do with the human?
Stand down. He's not our foe.
What was that about?
Assassins. The boat to Ravane is within sight, but the Carter would see me dead before I get there. How would you like to make some coin?
I've never seen a dwarven lord.
You still haven't. If you're looking at him in daylight, he's not a lord anymore.
I'm Renville Heremont, the last of my house. My family was once revered in Orzammar. Now I'm nothing but a surfacer on the run.
You must have greatly angered the Carter for them to attack you with so many witnesses around.
My family was murdered one by King Balin, after my uncle failed to claim the throne. Balin's reach is long, and his vengeance a terrible thing to behold.
I'll clear the way for you, Haramont.
Dispatch these ruffians and I'll pay you what I can now. And by the ancestors, I will reward you proper when I am safe. What is your name?
Hawke.
A good name. I will remember it.
The Carta has several groups lying in wait for us. Take the battle to them.
Now for all lane,
Haramont spoke to you, didn't he? Whatever reward he offered, we'll offer you more to kill him.
How about I take care of you instead?
Stupid bastard!
Looks like a fight!
Let's finish this! Go! No. Go!
Be glad to be back on the waves. Beats the mines, that much I know.
Make her turn his gaze on you, child.
You from the south? Got that wide eye.
Let's make this quick!
Watch out by the Canary compound. That was
Nice work.
Captain finds a Ferelden.
You know, I think this isn't a very nice part of Kirkwall.
Here we go!
I think the Canary is spying on us.
Captain finds a Ferelden.
These dogs are run tighter than this.
Walk in peace.
I wager you've a bright future ahead of you. Take this. More will come, as promised. May the stone look after you.
Make her turn these gays on you, child. The alienage is dirty, crowded, and full of awful
Keep it down, dog. All that noisy dog breath, day in, day out. Make him stop.
He doesn't sweat like we do, and it's stuffy in here. You could open a window.
There. Isn't that annoying? Ah, blight take you.
You show admirable restraint, Bethany.
For a mage, you mean?
I could also say for a hawk. But yes, for a mage.
You have a sword. Why aren't you killing someone right now?
Fair point. But I can put my sword down.
Believe me, I have tried.
What do you mean you can't help me?
This is a domestic matter, Sirrah. If your wife has chosen to leave you, there's nothing we can do.
Ninette is my wife. She's legally bound to me. Bring her back.
We're done here.
Useless. Why are we still paying those sluggards?
Your wife is missing. I can try to find her if you like.
Yes. Oh, I have been waiting for someone to say that. That foolish woman has caused me nothing but embarrassment. She needs to be dragged home.
The guards disagree.
They are more disagreeable than my wife. Maybe your friend is more sensible. Her family is getting suspicious. They think I might have done something to her. Even if... Well, I just want to make sure they know I didn't do it.
Do you think Ninette might be in trouble?
It's her own doing, gallivanting about with men half her age. Pah! She's just trying to show me I am tied to her purse strings.
You're more concerned what her family thinks than what happened to her.
Ninette keeps the company of other men, huh? And makes no secret of it. I'll be better off with her gone. Well, as long as her family knows I had nothing to do with it. They would ruin me otherwise.
You don't care that Ninette might be hurt or dead? You sicken me.
You have never lived with her. It wasn't always like this. We were in love once. She defied her parents to marry me. Sometimes, I wonder if I dreamed those years.
How long has your wife been gone?
About a month. I wasn't worried at first. She's run off before. Ninette is uncontrollable, you see. She comes and goes as she pleases.
Why would her family think you did something to her?
They think I married her for her inheritance. And they know we have been fighting. They believe this is reason enough for me to hurt her. But I swear, on Andraste's pyre, I have done nothing.
I'll try my best to find Ninette and bring her home.
You should talk to Jethan at the Blooming Rose. I didn't know she visited whores. Until Jethan sent a letter to our house. He even sent her flowers once. Lilies. Her favorite. Talking about it makes my head hurt. Good luck to you, Sarah.
Hey, Franz.
today, Guardsman. My shipment's late.
Well, good luck to you then.
Pardon me.
Aveline?
Interesting place.
Let's not stay here for long.
I've got your usual and waiting.
You've been an apostate your whole life, then?
Like my father before me? What of it?
Didn't your family consider that dangerous?
There are mages who go their whole lives without ever falling prey to a demon. Many of them, in fact.
And if the Templars came looking for you, that would not be danger enough.
Perhaps there shouldn't be any Templars.
Today's my rest day, but I'll make an exception for you. What can I say? Why work if you're not working hard?
Jathan, have you seen Ninette lately?
Ninette? Not for several weeks, which is a shame. I enjoy her company. I hear she finally left her worthless husband. Good for her. I just wish she'd said goodbye.
Did she tell you she left her husband?
No, I just hope that's what she did. Ghislaine only wants her for her family's wealth. Ninette's a jewel. Elegant, worldly, just the perfect level of depraved. Ghislaine doesn't deserve her.
Do you think Ninette has come to harm?
I hope not. Everyone loves Ninette. Sometimes twice a night. Ghislaine's the only one who might hurt her, and he doesn't have the balls for it.
Ghislaine knew about you and Ninette. Did he talk to you?
The man is incapable of talking. He came here, yelled at me, called me a dirty knife-ear, among other things, and accused me of corrupting his wife. We had him thrown out.
Do you have any idea where she might be?
Well, there was someone else looking for Ninette. A Templar. I believe his name was Emmerich. He wouldn't sleep with me either. I can't see why a Templar would be interested in anyone who isn't a mage.
Any chance Ninette's an apostate?
Well, she certainly cast a spell on me. Anyway, if Ninette was a mage, I think Emmerich would have said so.
Perhaps Emmerich knows something we don't.
Emmerich said he'd continue his investigation in Darktown. You could see if he's still there. And if you find Ninette, tell her to drop by and see me sometime. Back again? Sure you're not interested in my many, many services?
I was just passing through.
Have it your way.
He didn't really ask you to wear a feather boa.
Holy.
I'm sorry I couldn't get you more information about the Circle, Bethany. It's difficult without naming you.
Thank you for being discreet. I don't want the Templars at my door.
No one does.
Let them corral the troublemakers. I just want information.
Right. Right.
It sounds like I'm trying to convince myself, doesn't it?
I wouldn't have said, but yes.
Aveline?
Follow my lead! We don't want no Templar. More coming!
I thank you, Sirrah, for coming along when you did. I am Emmerich.
Just the person I was looking for. I need to speak with you about Ninette.
Ah, Ghislaine de Carrac's wife. Her disappearance interested me. I tried looking into it. However, the investigation has been a waste of time.
Did you learn nothing?
Most people just say she left her husband. This all started when Meren, one of our Circle mages, disappeared. I found it odd. She was a bit older and hardly adventurous. Then I heard about Ninette and 2 other missing women.
And you have doubts that they merely fled?
I think the disappearances are connected, and I suspect foul play is involved.
Doesn't the Circle use phylacteries to keep track of its mages?
We followed her phylactery to a foundry, but found nothing. I had heard of sympathizers smuggling mages through Darktown, so came here hoping to pick up the trail. But no trace of Meren. And as you've seen, asking the locals hasn't made me very popular.
Have you mentioned any of this to the city guard?
They say there's no proof the disappearances are connected. They think the women just left home, that it happens all the time.
People don't just disappear. Perhaps they were murdered or kidnapped.
We found no bodies, no ransom notes. Those women just vanished.
Mages routinely flee the Circle. Perhaps Meren just wanted freedom.
She had always been loyal. She received lilies from an unknown suitor, and some of us thought she may have gone to meet him. Perhaps her disappearance is linked.
Can I assist your investigation?
It's no longer my investigation, Sirrah. You may take over if you wish. This battle showed that I'm no longer the warrior I used to be. I know when to walk away. Here, take my findings. Perhaps you can make more use of them. I'm going back to the gallows. I'm too old for this.
A foundry in Lowtown. I should look into that.
dogs.
Do you ever miss Tevinter?
I was a slave.
Still, it was your home, right? The only one you remember. Does it ever feel strange not to be there?
Sometimes. That does not mean I would go back.
Coin for skill on.
Here, miss. Word is you're looking for help. And paying well.
I need someone native to the dark places beneath Lowtown. If you claim as much, yes, I will pay.
I am. Let's just step into this alley, and me and my fellows can have a look at the money on offer.
She has chosen poorly.
Can you save someone so intent on being foolish?
To arms!
Victory!
Well, thank you for your timely intervention. I am out of my element.
A foolish risk in Lowtown.
I had to come here to get the type of person I need. Someone of bloody skill, but also integrity. Perhaps the kind who might leap to someone's defense. I have a charge who needs passage from the city. If you are willing and capable, meet me at my safe house nearby.
I just saved you in an alley and suddenly we're in business.
You're in Lowtown. What grand scheme could I be interrupting? Varnell!
Why is a Templar guarding her? Is this a setup?
I hope you will come. This matter only grows more urgent with time.
Now we fight!
Demons, summoned by another mage, no doubt.
Those are human bones, aren't they? I'm gonna be sick.
A severed hand, a ring, and a pile of bones. Emmerich will want to see this. And I should bring the ring to Ghislaine. It might belong to Ninette. I'm expected.
I thank you for coming. This matter is delicate, and I need someone of limited notoriety who will not link this to me. It is an escort, but I think you will agree the nature of the party makes this unique.
If this is criminal, I already have enough trouble.
I should think you're about to have more. I am Sister Patrice. This is my burden of charity.
A Cerebas? Here?
Would even a Templar bind a mage like this? A survivor of infighting with their Talvashoth outcasts. I call him Katojan, a bridge between worlds. The Viscount and others feel that peace begins with appeasement. This mage would likely be returned to his brutal kin. He can serve a better purpose. I want him free. He must be guided from the city without alerting his people, or being seen in my care.
If you're so intent on this, why not use Chantry resources?
My order will soon realize the Qunari presence is more than a test of faith. It is an open challenge. But for now, I must act on my own. Helping this mage shows how Qunari heresy cannot be ignored. His flight is vital.
Is freedom so helpful? A new life with that collar seems doubtful.
And yet it is more than he has. My reach is limited. His struggle is his own.
It just seems like releasing a bird, cage and all.
We do what we can to step toward what is right. That must be enough.
You're not interested in who you might be hiring?
If you were important enough to know, I would need someone else. But if you insist, what is your family name?
My name is Hawke.
Strong. Very Ferelden. The Qunari have hardly pressured the southern nations. You have not seen as many converts or those who refused. If this action, if any action, can lessen their influence, it must be done.
Will he help? If I trust him at all?
I don't know his capabilities, or if he can function at all in that collar, but I think he knows we are his only way out.
You think?
He's followed every direction and made no aggressive moves, even when taunted. Were I in his place, I could have fled. Qunari or not, I can only assume he wants to be led to freedom.
I can get him out of Kirkwall. He's a bit conspicuous for the streets, though.
We must help this poor creature. He has faced worse than what I run from.
This mage will be a fine example of how cruel Qunari are, even to their own. But only if this plays out just so. The passage here leads to the warrens of the Undercity. It is dangerous, but that is why you were hired. Good luck.
I would not approve of coming here to avoid
For all of us.
Mage seems indifferent to our struggles, even with his freedom as the prize.
Ah, look at this. Undercity's feared by all, but there's no shortage of fools with coin who want to test it. What is this thing? Collared like a dog lord's bitch. You some sort of canary lover? Maybe I should get rid of you and see who will pay the most for your pet.
I don't think it likes you threatening its master. Maybe we let this one pass.
A voice of reason. What's he doing with you?
You lot think you're so damn right. Buying everything, running free marches like me into our own sewers. You want us bound, like this thing? I'll see you dead first.
By the void! Kill it! Kill them all!
Looks like a fight! Be ready!
No more!
The danger has passed, Katojan. Calm your...
Did you react because your lead was threatened?
I know that kind of blind instinct. It is hard to judge how much control he has.
Keep control, and remember who is on your side. Of course. I expected no different.